Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we are finally tackling the some of the refit on the blue Currier ship. So we're going to be replacing the two habitation areas with something that's hopefully a little bit more comfortable. We will, I don't know if we're going to do anything in here or not. I may actually make this an airlock area since we do have the space for it. The med bay area will probably make a few changes. Nothing overly drastic, I don't think. And the bridge, we'll probably leave the bridge alone. But we have to get all this stuff going. I have to get some parts made and talk about some of the things we finished. First, we have to get started. So let's go. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Can I not turn everything on? Alright, let's do it this way. Okay, you, no. Okay, what do we have on here that we can't turn on? You know what? Turn all the reactors on. Turn the batteries on. There we go. Okay, so we at least have some basic functions going on in here. Alright, so what we're talking about doing first is we're going to come back here. We're actually going to head outside. Now I'm going to leave the ship open until we get the renovations done because we're going to be doing a lot of things that will be piercing the what is that? I don't want to say the shroud, but the air envelope. And so I don't want to have basically this thing pressurizing and depressurizing and wasting all of that stuff. Well, what we do want to do is we want to get this thing up off of the landing gear. So we're going to have to turn on basically all of our thrusters. We'll have all of our hydrogen and ion thrusters running, basically to get this thing up off its off the gear. We're going to take the landing gear off. We're going to take that connector off, and then we're going to put a conveyor junction where the connector is. Put the gear back, and then we'll put a connector on the end of that. Yeah, now maybe we'll do 2 conveyor junctions. I don't know, because I still want to have a connector on the bottom. I'm not sure how else to do that. I guess I could technically put one midship. Well, if we're going to leave, actually, we'll put a connector here on the bottom of the cargo container. Because if we're going to put the landing gear back where it is, we just want to have this come out so that we can have the connector. Actually, no, I guess technically, I don't know. What do you got for parts? You are actually in a better condition than if we were to turn that off. If we were to put a connector there, or conveyor junction rather, and reattach the landing gear to that. Okay, so this actually is going to be a little easier than I thought. We're going to take that off. We're going to place you there. And our external changes are done. Okay. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because we're going to end up with a situation where we are going to be working later this week on the landing tower area that we have. As you can see, I've gotten quite a bit done on the grid that was already there, the landing pad that we put in last week. We've gone ahead and welded some of it up. We've got it actually piped in. but we're going to need to work on the second landing pad for this thing, and I'm actually of two minds. So one of my options, and I haven't decided on which way I want to go with this yet, is instead of having this be the landing pad for it, we may end up doing something where we'll have, say, this half block come out and then up to have a mount point so that the shuttle that we have back on the back on Earth will actually be able to dock there. So what it'll do is it'll have, because it has the landing gear on the side, or we'll build something with a landing gear on the side that will allow you to basically park your ship right there, and then directly above it we'll have the a door. And having this raised a little bit actually does benefit us because it gives us a little bit more room to play with. So we'll probably be doing something of another build a little bit later this week. Probably something a little smaller than what this is. I mean, we even may repurpose like the main area here and just change it from being a heavy lifter to just, say, a jump shuttle or something that'll have, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 warp drives on it, or jump drives. That could be interesting. That may be something we do, actually. Okay. That all being said, we need to get going on the renovations on this beast. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up taking quite a bit of the ship apart. Alright, so let's not start in here, because I do have some ideas for what I want to do in here. But I want to wait on those. So we're going to go in here. We're going to pull up a couple of different blocks. I'm not planning on needing any of the normal armor blocks, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Alright, so you are habitation and kitchens. We do want that. Get rid of that, put that there. Armory, toilet. Okay. Alright, so we are going to take you out. We're going to take you out. Yeah, hydrogen tank. Look at that. And we're going to take you out. Hopefully nothing's going to fall off. Okay. That looks good. Alright, so now we had the 2 beds in here, so we want... We're going to grab a couple of these. Put a couple of beds there. And then what I'm thinking is on this side we will have... You guys? No. It's you. Okay. We'll do that. And then that way we're able to keep our window here. Not too worried about what's going on in there. I do like that these are here, but we may change this up a little bit. Okay, so if we do the same on the other side. Go ahead and take these out really quick. There you go, look at that. Okay, so what did we do? We want a set of lockers and 2 beds. Yes, bed and bed. Okay, that gives us that taken care of.
Inventory full.
Crap. Okay. There's cargo on this thing, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. And anything over here? There's a small cargo container there. I may take that. What's behind here? There's nothing behind there. So if we take those 2 out and then we go, say, Something like this, maybe? Actually, let's do you there. And you there. Yeah, see? Look at that. I don't know what we're going to put back here, though. Because originally this was set up that I think it was supposed to be like a closet or maybe a toilet or something. So, I mean, I guess we could... So we don't have one of these. We just have a locker system. Put another locker here, I guess. But I'm kind of wanting something to fill up the space again. I think that'll work. Yeah, that should work. Alright. So basically everyone has personal storage. They have where they're going to sleep. Cargo. Toilet, shower. Okay. So if we close... Actually, we'll have to weld all of this up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this stuff welded up. So we're going to go... We want one of those. And take that stuff out. We want 2 of those. 1 of those. And 4 of these. Perfect. Okay, let's go grab those parts really quick. See if we can get this all welded up. Oh, missing plates. Okay. 1,000 of those. Those will go quickly. One of the nice things is since we have the other ship in, anything that the basic assembler can make will get added to the queues. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Let's hold you up. Now I am using
Energy low.
I am using that texture. Whoa, hello. There you go. There it goes. We are using carbon fiber texture, so I'm probably going to come through and repaint that at some point. But I'm not too worried about them right this second. Mainly we're just trying to get this stuff welded up so that we can see if we can get it hold pressure in here. Not that this is really... How did I run out of parts? That's okay. We just need to see if it holds atmosphere. It does. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be this room basically done. So I turn that off. So these things are set up because of the fact that there's no atmosphere in here. That's why it's flashing. Now if I want you in that way, I'm wondering... Nope, I wouldn't be able to because that's there. I mean, I guess I could... If we take you out, what's over here? So in order for this to stay airtight, that has to be there. And that's only one flight. Man, it'd be nice if we had a one by one version of these. Alright.
Energy critical.
I mean, we could really go old school and just do one by one ramp, the slope block. Oh, we're up here. Let's get ourselves recharged really quick. Alright, so... Look at that. You know what, let's go ahead. we'll close this for right now. Did I just crouch? I did. Alright. Because I'm kind of tired of everything flashing at me. Alright, so that vent is working, this vent is not. Why are you not part? So it's... Alright. There we go. And then this one is the one down in the little hangar area. Are you serious? Are you really not going to stop flashing until... we want hangar doors closed. And... there you go. Are you going to stop flashing at me now? Alright. Those lights are interior lights. We want you to do 0. Thank you. Alright. So now we have that. Now that I've done all of that, I'm getting ready to breach the damned air envelope. Alright. So we're going to set all those lovely vents back to depressurize. Everything is empty, right? Okay, everything looks empty. Alright. Yeah, like I said, basically all we're really looking for is, yeah. We're just basically trying to keep this set up so that we don't waste a whole lot of oxygen. Alright. Oh, see? We got those. That would have been fine. Let's get rid of the chairs. I don't know if we're going to keep these or not. I may get rid of them. One of the things that I am going to get rid of, though, is this light right here. And I'll show you why in a second, because we're going to make this an actual airlock area. Because I don't want this area to keep pressurizing, depressure. Actually, I want to. Yeah, because I'd have to do... It's going to be stairs. We're going to put an actual stair set in there. Get the rest of these up. I'll think about how I'm doing the rest of this here in a minute. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is we don't... might not be a bad idea. Let's go ahead and do this. So there's currently no vent in here, right? If you come all the way forward, if you notice, nothing in this area is actually providing us with any type of vent coverage. So what I'm thinking is maybe trying to pipe in something. since we do have space for stuff, so if we did a vent here, what is over that? So what I'm thinking here, let's get we'll get that out of there for a second. So I'm thinking something like that, and then over here we'll do the same thing. So I'd up something, well, something like that, maybe. Right. And we'll go ahead and do the same change on this side. Over here, may as well, right? So there, and that is going to go that way. And then that opens up some of the space in here, but I mean, we can actually just put another block in over here. But what's more important is that this will allow us to now have that. And I don't really care about being able to see it. I mean, we could if we're really worried about it. We could always do something like a conveyor there, and then we do a vent here. Can I get to the... oh, I can. Okay. I need motors and computers for both of those, huh? I might have some of those back here. We did throw some stuff in storage. We got motors. Okay. Go ahead and get these in. Alright, so I need motors and computers. Let's go grab those really quick, because we want this whole thing to be done as quickly as possible here. Radio. Here. Let's get rid of all that. What did I say we needed? We needed motors, computers, and then we're just going to go ahead and grab... throw 100 of those back, and we'll grab 200 of those, just to have them. Alright. Alright, so we got that. And we now have a U. And this is going to be medbay air vent. So if we close that, we can now pressurize these two areas without having to depressurize or pressurize the rest of the ship, which is good. Alright, so if we have that, and we go like so. Trying to decide, do I want to keep it this way, or do I want to go ahead and have... I think I went this way. Alright. What we're going to do here is... let's look up vents really quick. We're going to have that set to depressurize. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. Now we have all of this space on either side to play with. Since we've opened all of this up, makes it a little bit easier to get things done. Sure. Go ahead and do that. Why not, right? Alright, so now do we want to put... I'm thinking what we're going to do is let's go here. You out of there, we'll grab you. Alright. What I'm thinking here is we'll end up with something like this. Maybe instead of that, we'll do a desk here. Got the chair there. And then we do... So I'm thinking we do something like this. So let's put kitchen there. Grab the desk. So if we do a desk here, and then for here we say something like that, and then we do corner, and then that allows us to have I don't know, what else do we want to put in here? Let's grab that out of there for a second. Actually, no, maybe not. How is it that I just pulled stuff? Whatever. Alright. Alright, now what I'm thinking here is that we'll we'll repaint some of this stuff in here to clean it up. Give us something a little bit more, a little bit brighter. Yeah? Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff to weld up, so let me go ahead and get all of this stuff welded. We've got what? 1, 2, 3 of those, 2 of those. Couches, I think what they're calling these. Yes. Okay. So we'll go ahead, go grab all of the parts that we need, and get this thing welded up, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Okay, so let me show you what we got going on here. We got some things still to weld up, but so what's going to happen is that you will have this basically attached to something, and remember we were saying earlier on about the walkway area up there? I'm thinking that's what we're going to end up with, is that we'll have something for this to attach to, so that you'll be able to get into and out of the ship. And then because we now have the connector on the bottom, I'll move that ship out of the way, the heavy lifter. We'll move that out of the way and see if this will fit. I may just do a block count off camera, and what will happen is if I can't get it to fit the way that I want, we'll set up, I don't know, because we have a connector here, or the conveyor junction here. So I'm thinking is I may run a line off the back of this that thing will be able to attach to. But we'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit more on Wednesday. We'll take a look at that. All right, so we've gone ahead and put the stairs in. We now have actual stairs in here. Yay! All right. We have the crew quarters, which is now completely welded up. Let's turn that off so you can see, and I'll turn on the regular light so hopefully the flickering doesn't get to you quite as much as it's driving me up the wall. So we have crew quarters. Yay, on both sides. It is mirrored. Yes, yes, okay. They have a place to shower. They have a place to use the bathroom. Moving forward, I may put another door here and make this airtight. Make it its own little area. So basically, this area becomes a small airlock, secondary airlock. So you come forward, and you now have an isolation room. Which I think we can make mostly airtight. It's close enough. It's not like we're dealing with plagues. Okay. So you actually do end up with a mostly sanitized area. What I may do is I may get rid of this. So I'm just not seeing a whole lot of purpose for it at this point. Because what I'm thinking is that if we get rid of that, we can take you out. We can put in another conveyor block, and we can put in a vent on that. So I'm thinking... I don't have any interior plates. Do I have any in the cargo? I don't have a way to pressurize that right now. Okay, so let me see back here. Yeah, look, we've got interior plates. Look at that. Alright, that was convenient. So we have that there. And I'm thinking do this here. I mean, I don't even have to do that. Actually, I could just plate that off and we just put a vent right there. That could work. And then we put a light here in the middle of the room. Yeah. So if we do that, so we did that. Let's go ahead and set that to depressurize. See, there's where it is because it's not actually piped into anything. Alright, so we would have to do a vent in here somewhere. So if we just do that. What are you? Oh, you're a parachute hatch. Okay. We're not going to mess with that too much. Alright, so we want conveyor junctions. Go ahead and get two of these in here. I don't think I have the parts on me for those. No, I don't have the motors. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. And all of this is to make that medical area airtight. Oh, a little too much velocity there. All right. Let's go ahead and get a couple more of these. I need to figure out where the script is running that does this flashing light because it's really starting to get to me. So that's there. That's there. And can I get to it? There we go. And once more, I'll name that medbay event. We're going to set that to depressurize. That is piped in. And so what we can do is, if we choose to at some point, is we could then say,
Energy
you
low.
well, crap, we wouldn't be able to because of that window. What I was thinking was is basically run conveyor tubes in here. I mean, if we didn't care about this being isolation, we could always take those windows out and just use this as kind of a separator. Because what I had originally thought about doing was using the walkways, and then have those, instead of the windows that had been here on either side, use that as a separator. But I kind of like having, yeah, I kind of like having a mid bay where it's separated out like that. Alright, so if we do that, let's go ahead and put that back. Oh, let's get one of you in here. Ah, don't have the parts for it. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to figure out who's got what running here. Constructor. Alright. No, don't change anything yet. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we need to swap out these chairs still. I'm going to put in one of the actual flight seats up here. And then we'll probably do some stuff with this. I don't know, maybe put another programmable block in here. Because we put programmable block in, then we can put in the simple doors script in, which will handle all of our interior doors for us. Yeah, okay.
Energy critical.
Oh, crap. The one disadvantage to having that there. There we go. Okay, so we just basically have to finish doing out the details, cleaning up the lines in here a little bit, adding the non-flashing lights in. Yeah, that flashing light thing is driving me just slightly to distraction. But for the most part, I think we're done with this renovation, this refit. Oh, do I want to change that? Because it's a window on this side, it's the walkway. Is that a walkway block? Oh, that's a passageway block. Interesting. Yeah, we'll leave that like it is then. Okay. I can't take that out because the vent is right there. So if I do anything, it would be put another door here. Kind of makes sense to do. Oh, I don't know. Alright, so we need to just get the last couple of things welded up. We're going to take that stuff out. Once you... Because you figure once we have the connector welded up, then we can deal with everything else. We'll change the light. See if we can figure out where that script is running from. Ah. Go ahead and grab this. Alright, so I do think we're going to go ahead and call this one here. I'm kind of running around in circles right now. It's just basically getting all of this stuff loaded up and configured the way I like it configured. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. If you're new to the channel, want to see more, or just want to do something nice for me on this lovely Monday, be sure to hit that subscribe. And if you want to be kept up to date when new content comes out, you'll notice a little bell icon right next to that subscribe. You want to make sure that that is active, because YouTube promises that when they think about it, they may or may not send you a notice. In the case that I actually do anything on the channel, right? Oh, anyway, we're going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. All right, now let's figure out what's going on with these damn lights, because I've never found this script. Okay. Let's do that. Everything seems to be okay. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to figure out where that script is. So much fun.